Hello everyone, welcome to Terraform with GCP session 2. In this particular session, we are going to see the below important things. First, we will discuss about providers. After that, we will see what is a resource and we will see the important Terraform workflow concepts. So what is a provider? Provider is basically a plugin. This provider allows Terraform to communicate with a particular Google Cloud platform. Not only Google Cloud, with the provider we can communicate with AWS and also Azure as well. Terraform supports many providers. Some samples are listed below. Let's see one by one. So this is a sample provider block for Google Cloud Provider. If you see here, this is a provider block which is defined with the keyword provider. After that, we are going to put in double quotes the respective cloud provider. Here it is Google. After that, open the brace and close the brace. Similarly, for Azure also, we can use the respective provider block. If you see here, this is the provider block for Azure. So we can use the same provider keyword. After that, we need to provide the respective Azure RM word naming convention to communicate with Azure cloud platform. After that, open brace and close brace. To communicate with AWS, we have respective provider block as well. Just use the same provider keyword. After that, which cloud provider we need to communicate. That is AWS in double quotes, open brace and close brace. This is about Terraform multiple blocks for different cloud providers like Google, Azure and AWS. So what is the resource? In Terraform, resource it's a block which defines our infrastructure. We can create our infra, we can update our infra, and we can manage our infra using this particular resource block. That's why resource is nothing but infra components. Okay, this is a basic resource syntax. If you see the below here, resource block always starts with a resource keyword. So if you see here at the starting, it is a resource. After that, we need to provide the respective resource type. This is the second important point. After resource type, we need to use the respective resource name. These are all the three things that we need to provide in the first line for a resource block. In between open brace and close brace, we can provide the respective resource configuration settings. Those are called as arguments. Already we know what are arguments, how we need to define argument. Okay. So each resource block will have multiple arguments that we will see step by step in the next upcoming slides. So this is a sample resource block for Google Cloud Platform for creating a bucket. See here, it starts with a resource keyword again, since it's a resource block. Immediately after resource, in double quotes, I have provided the resource type. Here the resource type is Google Storage Bucket. After resource type, I immediately provided the resource name. So my resource name is my bucket. After that, we have two arguments here inside this resource block. One is a name, another one is a location. So what is the name? Name is nothing but my bucket name. In double quotes, I have provided my bucket name. That is my demo bucket. This is my bucket name. This particular bucket is located in the location US. Okay. Whatever the arguments that we are provided here, name and location, these are predefined syntaxes. Means we need to use based upon the documentation. We cannot use our particular naming convention for this. Whatever provided in HashiCorp documentation, we need to provide only those respective arguments. Name is predefined and location is also predefined. These arguments we cannot change at all. They are not user defined, I mean to say. Okay, if you see here some of the common GCP resource types, let me discuss one by one. So I have mentioned a few resource type examples here. So the first one is Google Compute Engine. If you are using this resource type in your resource block, this will be used to create VM servers in by using Compute Engine. If you are using Google Storage Bucket as a resource type, it will be used to create cloud storage bucket infra. We can create the buckets, we can upload files, we can upload images, we can include lifecycle policies as well. If you are using this particular resource type, Google Compute Engine, it is used to create a VPC networks, virtual private cloud. We can create default VPCs. We can create user-defined VPCs as well. Our own networks we can create with a particular CIDR range. If you are using Google Compute Firewall resource type, this particular resource type is used for creating the firewall rules. We will see what are firewall rules and all slowly. And if you want to create any SQL database instances, right, we can use this particular Google resource type SQL database instance. This is used to create Cloud SQL databases. So Cloud SQL is a database service which we can create multiple SQL database instances. So these are all resource type. So we need to follow these resource type as it is. We should not change. These are all also predefined. They are not user defined. So we need to use these resource type syntax as it is as per the HashiCorp documentation. Each resource type will have a multiple arguments. Suppose if you see on the top left corner, we can see here. These are all the arguments I have created only for Google Storage Bucket. Since this demo is mainly focused on Google Storage Bucket, for this Google Storage Bucket, we need to use the below arguments only. That is like name of the bucket, location of the bucket, and storage class of the respective bucket. This is the description about the arguments, and these are the sample examples. Suppose bucket name my demo bucket. So that bucket we can create in either Asia South 1 or US location. Or that storage class of the bucket may be either a standard bucket, nearline bucket, or archival bucket. Each resource type will have a multiple arguments. Those are also predefined by the Google. That each arguments we need to get it from the HashiCorp documentation, and we need to use that arguments accordingly based upon our usage and requirement. So this is about resource types, and also in each resource what are the arguments that we can use. Here only we use sample arguments for storage buckets. If you see here, Terraform workflow, this is one of the important thing to mainly focus. So Terraform workflow contains multiple things like writing a code. Suppose we are writing our infra code for a particular bucket, right? So as an author, we need to write our own code. That is the first step, writing our code. Once we write our code, we need to init, Terraform init. What is this means? We need to download a required providers, right? Suppose if I'm communicating with Google, I need to use Google provider block. So to download required providers, we need to use Terraform init. Next, we need to apply Terraform plan. This is like a blueprint or a dummy print, which will show the what are the things that we are going to create. Before apply, it is like a we can preview our changes before apply. This is just like a blueprint of our infra. After that, we can use a Terraform apply. What is apply? Once we create this apply, our infra will be created in a particular cloud platform. Once it is created, we can destroy using Terraform destroy also. So this particular destroy, it will create the it will destroy the respected created infra. So each Terraform file will go under this particular workflow, mainly like write a file, download the required providers using init, just take the blueprint using Terraform plan, just apply after checking the blueprint. If it is correct, then once our infra is ready, we can destroy if we don't want that particular resource. This is about the basic Terraform workflow. Let me show one sample example how we can see all those things. Provider block, resource block, and this basic workflow. Let's jump into the demo session. So already I have one predefined, what I can say, I have one predefinedly defined one main.tf file. In this particular main.tf file, which you are seeing on the screen, I have prepared a particular block for provider and resource. Once it open, we will check that one. This is my main.tf file. It has a sample provider block. If you see here, so the keyword is provider. I am just going to communicate with the Google Cloud Platform. That's why it is Google. After that, open brace, close brace. Inside provider, I have provided one argument, that is project. means in which project we are using that respective project ID we need to provide here. That's why I have kept this project ID. Next, I am using one particular resource block here. This resource block is for storage buckets. I have this resource keyword. After that, this is my resource type storage bucket. This is my resource name, my bucket. So I'm going to create a bucket with name my bucket 112025. I'm going to store this bucket in a particular location US, and the storage class of this bucket will be a standard storage class. So this is about the resource block and provider block, which we are going to discuss. Once we upload this file in our cloud console, we will see the workflow of it, okay, respective things. So let me close it. So I'm going to use this particular main.tf file from the desktop. Just keep that in mind. So we'll go to our cloud shell. So currently I am in my cloud shell editor for GCP. So just click on these three dots, click on upload. I need to upload that particular main.tf file here. Let's go to desktop. Just take that main.tf file. So let me search it. So here is my file. Just upload that particular file. You can see here main.tf file got uploaded. Just click on upload. So it is showing transferred one item. So our file will be uploaded here. Just click on ls. That's it. Once you type ls here, our file will be visible here. So this is our file main.tf. We took it from our desktop folder. So let me see what are the contents inside that folder. Use cat main.tf. If you use this particular main.tf, what happens? What are the blocks that it has? It will show. It has a provider block. In this particular main.tf, it has a resource block as well. So we are going to create a bucket with this particular name, my bucket 112024. Now, what according to the workflow, what we need to do? First, I need to use Terraform init. So first, we have written the code. This is about as a author, I have written my particular code. This is the first step. So writing the code is done. After the code, what I need to do? I need to use Terraform init. Once I use Terraform init, it will download the required providers that Google providers for this particular main.tf. Just use Terraform init. It will show one statement like successfully initiated this particular Terraform init. So once it is done, what I need to do? I need to use Terraform plan. So it will show the blueprint, what it is going to create, what are the things it will create. It will show the basic things. So what it is showing here, it is showing the basic thing in plan, like 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Means it is showing like it will create one bucket. Okay, that's what it is showing here. Once this plan is done, what we need to do? We need to use a Terraform apply. So our changes are good. Let's use a Terraform apply, then click enter. Once you click this particular apply, right, it will ask us Terraform will perform the actions. So if we continue with this, then it will going to apply our changes. Just click on yes and click enter. So now what it will do? It will create one bucket. So it will see one notification here, creation complete. So this apply is completed. One resource is added, that is a bucket. Let's go to console and check, and let me check the particular bucket. So in Google Cloud, where we need to check the buckets, just we need to click on these three dots. We need to go to cloud storage service. In cloud storage service, we need to go to buckets. If you see here, you will be seeing one bucket with whatever the name we have created, that particular bucket you will see here. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. See here it is showing three buckets, but these earlier are different buckets. So only my bucket, current bucket is my bucket, this one, 112025, which I have highlighted here, and I have just put a checkbox on this particular bucket. So this is a bucket I have created. So I can destroy this bucket also using Terraform destroy. So Terraform destroy is also a part of what we can say. It is also part of our workflow. Just if I use Terraform destroy, what happens? my particular bucket which I created, it will be destroyed. So what is my bucket ID? My bucket 112025. So let me click on Terraform destroy. So once you create this destroy, what happened? It will ask one notification like, do you really want to destroy all resources? Yes. If I press yes, what happened? Our created bucket will be destroyed permanently from the console. Just click on yes. What it is showing, destroying and destruction completed. So destroy completed message appeared and one resource got destroyed, that is my bucket, Google Cloud bucket. So if you go here, currently on the screen, if you are seeing this bucket, my bucket 112025. So let me uncheck this and let me refresh. Once I refresh, what happened? You will not be seeing this bucket. Just it will be disappearing or it will be like completely removed. If you see here, only two buckets are there, one bucket got removed because we have destroyed that particular resource using Terraform destroy command. So this is a basic workflow. Like we can write the code, we can init, we can do Terraform plan, we can use Terraform apply, and we can use Terraform destroy to destroy the resources. So this is about the basic info about resource provider and Terraform workflow. If you like this particular demo session and my things, please do subscribe my channel and like the channel and share the channel. That's all for today. In future upcoming sessions, we will be coming with a lot of Terraform sessions with GCP. We will create a lot of GCP resources. Okay, thank you everyone. Goodbye.